check this out. So if you hit the button here, it opens this way. Hit the button over here, it opens that way. What a great idea, depending on what side you're sitting. Welcome back to a new episode from On Down the Road Productions. Hope everyone is doing well out there. I'm Terry, really excited to have you here. I wanted to take another look at the RX350 from Lexus. We've got a 2025 in blue behind us. One of the biggest reasons I came back to this vehicle for a second look was what else is out there for $55,000 to $60,000 is better in today's market when you factor in all variables. With this video, I'm also going to get Teresa's take on the vehicle. Didn't have that in our last RX350 vehicle, so I'm excited to get Teresa's perspective and how she feels about this vehicle. We're looking at the Lexus RX350 for 2025. We're excited about that, and it is something you should think about. If you're gonna spend up to $60,000, this vehicle does deserve a look. All right, so let's dig deeper into this. I think you guys can tell I like it already, but we're gonna talk about it again, talk about it some more, and get Teresa's take. Thanks for being here. Let's go.
Hi friends, it's time for Teresa's take on this beautiful RX 350. Let me see. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get some expert opinion from Teresa now, everybody. The franchise.
Some good seat adjustments here.
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay. Let's see.
So, with the startup procedure, what was your general impression, Teresa?
It's very nice. It's very comfortable.
Mm.
It's quite comfortable.
Okay, and then you're gonna wanna tap up.
Tap up?
Yep, tap to the left. Up. Tap up. There. That's reverse. And then tap down for drive. Tap to the left and down for drive. And that takes a little bit getting used to.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But once you're used to it, it's like second nature. Okay, now tap down.
Okay, I would say I don't love that.
You don't think you would get used to it over time?
I think that would drive me insane.
Okay.
But it's so beautiful.
I can't get enough of the refinement in the interior. That's how I felt. I think
I love this look here.
Right.
With the display.
Yep.
I do like it old school buttons. I think this is very nice. It rides very nice, like the Lexus. It's got a lot of pep.
Let's take it on the road for a better impression there from your side. So, ironically, you know, our GX460 has a lot of dashboard buttons, and I like that too. Nothing wrong with buttons. You know, people will always find something to complain about with these cars, and now that they're making vehicles like this with very few dashboard buttons and things like that, people miss what we have in our GX460. I feel that way.
You think so?
Oh, I do, because it's a classy looking dashboard with all those piano wire buttons and
had a lot of safety alerts.
Yep.
Don't know why that one went off though.
All right, so this would be the Lexus version of Toyota Safety Sense. And we shut the audio system off, honey, because you know, I don't want to get dinged by YouTube for the wrong song being in the background.
That's okay.
Okay, so
this is very nice. Lots of pep. Not used to that.
Yeah. So what do you think about the engine noise coming into the cabin?
It doesn't bother me in this one. It's not as loud as the
the
Sequoia.
Yeah, Sequoia and Tundra. Right? And those are fake V8 sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's not good. I agree.
This is quieter than the GX, I think. I
don't know. I think that would take us. I think GX might be a bit quieter from my end, but this is freeway merging, right? Merge on the freeway.
I do miss this. I miss these turbo engines that just get you on and off the expressway with such ease.
Yeah. Oh, try
something you get with the GX.
Try the turn signal, honey, because I think it's very high end.
I did try the turn signal already.
Well, it's so quiet, right?
Yeah, you didn't even hear that I had it on.
I did not hear she had it on. That's what I'm talking about. You know, when you are paying $80,000 to $90,000 for a truck, it shouldn't sound like plastic snapping when you hit the turn signal.
No.
Or feel that way.
Yeah, because I'm using the turn signal now. You can't hear it at all.
Yeah, it's very refined. So, you know, one of the points I made in the video, Teresa, was the new 6th Gen 4Runner and Land Cruiser, for example. They don't have a nice refined interior like this, and they're more expensive than this.
I love this steering wheel. The feel of it is, I love it better than my GX.
Yeah.
I love the way this drives. I love the pep.
Yep.
I think I could get used to this. It has a lot of other features.
Right.
I think I could get used to this tapping and bumping thing.
Yeah, right on. Why don't you try passing somebody, honey? That would be great.
I'm not going to do that because of the rain, but I think we're good. We're just going to exit here.
Let's stay on this road a little bit longer to Jaquinder and get out in the middle lane if you can. All right, there you go. So this is all-wheel drive, and we've got rain going down. It feels pretty planted, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, I feel like there's a lot of road feel, yet it's very smooth.
Right on. And I think it's super comfortable. I could really get into this. What I have been saying in the video is that, you know, this is a great long trip video. For either in the front or back, it's super comfortable.
A long trip?
Yeah, like if you had to drive 500 miles, like go on a long distance trip with it, it's super comfortable.
Oh yeah, yeah. The seats are very nice. I would agree with you. You could take a nice long trip in this.
Yeah, there would
not take a nice long trip in it pulling our trailer though.
Right. So here, you can see these rear seats again. They're just really comfortable, and there's a lot of leg room back there. So, okay, ergonomics, I think, are great.
Yes. It has more of a car feel than an SUV feel, though.
Yeah, it's a crossover.
Yeah.
But made in Canada.
Oh, perspective. It's not an SUV, right?
Well, it's considered an SUV crossover.
But it drives like a car, I feel like. With your little higher up car.
Well, you know, I mean, you don't get this kind of comfort in the new 6th Gen 4Runner. I can tell you that right now. Nor do you get the nice interior.
Well, you wouldn't get this comfort. That's a 4Runner.
No, the 5th Gen had it. The 6th Gen doesn't have it.
You think that your 4Runner is a more comfortable driving vehicle than this?
No. Back then, before they made the 5th Gen 4Runner had the same quality interior. It's built well, good materials, not, you know, cheap plastic everywhere.
Yeah,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that they had a nicer interior than this.
I love the two-tone. I love the way the steering wheel feels so comfortable.
Oh, what do you think of the handling? What about when you turn the steering wheel? I mean, it's almost...
Well, it's that electric steering, Terry. Like, that's the turbo engine, the electric steering. Like, those are the things that really can make it feel luxurious. Right?
Well, my point about the steering, though, is it's point and shoot. When you turn it, it goes where you turn it. It's very point and shoot. There's no lag when you turn the wheel.
That is true.
That's what I'm referring to.
Do you feel there's a lag in the Lexus we currently have?
No. A little bit number, but it's got the old mechanical steering.
Yeah, you got to use two hands to steer it.
No, you don't.
I do.
Okay.
Or I got to go to the gym more often or something, maybe.
It's not like that. You know it's not like that. Don't mislead people.
I feel that car, it's, you know, you need to exert some effort to turn it. Not a lot, but it's not like this.
Okay, well, that's your perspective. That's fine.
I would say this car gives me that, which is very popular right now, that quiet luxury feel. It's not over the top.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really need to have all of that stuff to have a luxurious feel. And I feel this car brings it.
Well, here's the kicker for me. I think, you know, you could easily get a base 4Runner for $58,000 to $60,000. This one stickers at $69,000, and everything about it's better, in my opinion.
It's not the same type of vehicle. I feel like you're comparing apples to oranges.
Okay, it is.
Someone who wants a 4Runner is not going to look at this vehicle different. I don't think so.
I'm trying to encourage them to look at this vehicle for the same money and get a better deal.
If driving a vehicle was all that was important.
Well, most
But
people buy.
Most people buy because they want a 4Runner. That's like it's like you got a little cult following there.
Not with the new one.
Well, that's your opinion, right? Other people like it.
Well,
They've made some improvements. It's not so bad. I feel like this would be something that I would look at, and I would try to decide between the bigger GX that we have now and this RX. I don't think someone who wants a 4Runner is going to look at this.
well, I wouldn't give up the GX460 for this, but if I was on the market and didn't want to spend more than $60,000, this is the definite sweet spot.
So you would get this instead of your 4Runner?
They don't make mine anymore. Yes, I would. They don't make my 4Runner anymore.
Okay, so if something... okay. You would...
I'm talking about right now in 2025.
Right now in 2025.
I'm not talking 2022, okay? I'm talking right now in 2025.
Yeah.
This is priced great for what it offers.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think and this is what I'm saying, right? Like, vehicles are so expensive right now. When you think about what a Cadillac, an Escalade costs, or...
Well, this kills a Cadillac. This kills a Cadillac.
A certain class of Cadillac, right?
Well, Cadillacs are just like Fords dressed up, or Lincolns dressed up Fords and Chevys. This is way better than a Cadillac.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you about that. I'm just saying that from a luxurious feel, I think that this would be a good value.
Absolutely. We're going over some semi-bad roads. What do you think of the ride on this?
It's smooth as butter.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing. I think I could get used to this, and if I hadn't bought a trailer, I would go for this in a minute. I love the pep of the turbo engine.
Where are we going, honey?
Home.
Okay.
I love the pep of the turbo engine. I love the electric steering. It's just... And I actually like the smaller size. As we know, not the world's best parker. So I think I wouldn't have those same issues with this one.
No, it's got a great... We can check the backup camera.
Yeah, backup camera.
We'll give you the backup camera test. So, look, this is all-wheel drive with an 8-speed automatic and a 275 horsepower 4-cylinder turbo motor. As a daily use vehicle, I give it 5 stars for its price point.
Yeah, I would too. I think it gives you that very luxurious feeling with not breaking the bank.
Well, I mean, the average price of a new car, I need to recheck it, but it's close to $50,000, $52,000 right now. So you're just barely over the average price of a new car with this. And the price is negotiable. Just because that sticker says 59, you can get this for less than 59. I already know it. What about the turn there at the light?
Love this electric steering.
Okay.
It's like these little comforts, right? The heated seats are phenomenal. The heated steering wheel is awesome.
That's the same as on your Lexus. It heats up on the side on your GX.
Yeah, but my Lexus has like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you
wood.
would call
It's
it.
wood.
It's not wood. It's like some kind of plastic. So it only heats up here on the sides. This, I think, is kind of the same thing.
It is the same
But
thing.
you have the leather all the way around, which is nice.
Okay. So, hey, when we turn in, pull up on the right. Let's do the backup, right after we turn in. Because you did the backup in the Tundra, and I think you did it too in the Sequoia. Yeah, this is just a really refined interior. Just pull up on the right here where you can throw it in reverse.
And I actually love the color.
Just pull up next to the curb, honey. Okay, now go up here and go pull all the way up and come to a stop first. Okay, Teresa's going to do the backup test and check out the camera here on the truck. So tap up, reverse. Okay, here's what it looks like right here.
Oh, nice. Because you get that top view.
Yep. That's how it was on the Sequoia and Tundra.
You have that in your 4Runner too.
Yeah. Not as nice though. This is a newer generation of All right.
Yes, the cameras and the screens have really improved.
All right, Teresa, so overall on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, where would you put this?
Well, I'm only evaluating it from the way it drives, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying anything about.
Well, just rate your experience. Well, just rate your experience driving it. 1 to 5.
Smooth.
How many stars?
I would give it 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
I would give it 5 stars on price. I would give it 5 stars on drivability. I would give it 5 stars on how it looks. The styling is just beautiful. And I would give it 5 stars in, well, 4 stars in the interior, because I'm not the biggest fan of this bump thing here.
Okay, honey. Guys, this was Teresa. Teresa, thanks for your time and your perspective with this 2025 Lexus RX350. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Terry here. Welcome back for a new episode from On Down the Road Productions. And we're doing a redo on the Lexus RX350 for 2025. We're in it right now. Immediately what jumps out at me is the excellent NVH in this vehicle. Again, we're talking a mid-50s vehicle here, people, and for that price in today's economy, you're hitting a home run. In our last video on the RX350, I recommended this as a buy, and I still feel that way driving this one. It's just a beautiful riding vehicle. It really is a pleasure to enjoy the ride in this. I'd like to right now give you guys some driving impressions as we go through some sweeper turns with this RX350. This is a good one here. Took those rear tracks really nice. Here we go. This is good. I could drive this all day. In some ways I like it almost as much as the Corolla GR we drove. Obviously that's still going to handle better. This one here is very reassuring on a drive like this. Some light braking here. I mean, this is really nice. So I went through that at 29. The speed limit is 25 through that turn. Come around this way. So look at this handling through the S-turns and think about your daily drive and being comfortable on your daily drive. The steering wheel feedback, there is some minor understeer through this stuff, but that's understandable. Really light understeer here because I cut this turn very sharply. And this feels like it has more of a point and shoot steering wheel than the other 2025 Toyota products we've been in recently, except the Corolla GR. That is definitely point and shoot steering. Okay, here we go here. The automatic transmission is shifting great in this. So here it is in dark blue, and I definitely like the vehicle better in dark blue. The white version we had over a month ago was nice. This speaks a little bit more to me, the darker color. And let's check our gaps here. Okay, so look at this. Why can't the Tundra and Sequoia be this nice? I think, you know, this is a lot to the shape of the hood. Depending on how you look at this gap here, it's okay. Comes around here. Again, Canadian built. These gaps are good. Come around here. All these gaps are good. Perfect gap right here. Okay, and a nice rake of the windshield. Coming back this way, you can see the great rims and tires. Coming up along here, really good lines for an SUV crossover. These mirrors are fine. They provide, you know, good viewing when you're driving. Backing up here, you've got a sweep along that's hidden with the dark color, which I think is kind of better. Coming around here, these are nice taillights. This portion of the video is a start demonstration. Put my foot on the brake. The start is right here. I'll move back this way. Steering wheel comes down. Digital dashboard. It's nice. Gives you a lot of information. These vents here are really nice too. They don't feel cheap. I like the low vents here a lot. There's a break between the low vents here, but it's kind of cool, you know, it really is. Just super classy. Here's a good view of the rear seat area. The more I think about it, here's your sunroof. The more I think about it, the way to go is this two-tone interior on the RX350. It's much better than a solid colored interior, and really good view out this front windshield as well when driving. Okay, I opened the hood for you guys. You've got gas struts, no cheap prop rod like in the 4Runner and Land Cruiser. This all presents very, very well. You have an engine cover that's non-existent in the 4Runner and Land Cruiser. This is really nice. Definitely, even though it's a crossover, I'd rather have this. So I don't know what happened with Toyota USA and some of the decisions they made around the engine compartment and going with a hood prop rod. I just don't get it. Okay, this sounds so much better than it does in the 6th Gen 4Runner and Land Cruiser. I really can't say what's going on at Toyota. This is the kind of refinement for people that buy the 6th Gen 4Runner and Land Cruiser they want to see, hear, and feel from their powertrain. It's not rocket science. I would really enjoy myself as a rear seat passenger on a long trip in this vehicle. I just, you know, when you can spend $70,000 to $90,000, even $100,000 on another product, this is a compelling, very, very compelling purchase or lease decision for most people. It's why it's so important to do your research and get out there and look around. It's easy to walk into, like, say, a Cadillac dealership or a Chevy or Ford dealership and spend over $60,000, get a cheap interior, and that doesn't happen here. I've got additional comments in our original LX. My opinion is the same as it was in our previous RX350 video from a month or so back. Great purchase option in the mid-50s range. You've got all-wheel drive, a great interior, a really good driving experience, and you know, we were getting close to 25 miles to the gallon driving out here, and I'll drive it again after this portion of the video, and I bet you that fuel economy number goes higher. Let me know what you guys think about my feelings that, you know, in this range, right, mid-50s to less than $60,000, and that's before delivery fees. Let me know if you agree in comments. I think I'm on target though with that perspective. Okay, we are getting 24.9 miles to the gallon. Just drove 37 minutes. Our trip distance was 17 miles. That's really good, you know, close to 25 miles to the gallon. Time to wrap up our second look at the 2025 Lexus RX350. And I didn't want to feel like I was making a commercial, but at times I did on this video because this vehicle is so good at the price point it sits at. You know, bonuses are Lexus level customer service and care if you do go back to the dealer. Bonuses are, it is the best vehicle on the market in the mid 50s up to 60K. Hands down, no questions asked. It feels like it was built in Japan. I do wish there was less four-cylinder noise coming into the engine compartment. It's not bad under hard acceleration. I guess it's okay. The truck still has, or crossover still has, excellent NVH. Drives really, really nice, especially through S-turns, nice curves. Super comfortable for rear seat passengers. Super, super comfortable for front seat occupants. A really, really nice digital IP layout. And I do believe the center screen is the right size. Beautiful center screen for all your connectivity and Apple CarPlay and things like that. I didn't play the audio system for you guys on the video. What a great audio system in this truck. It sounds really nice. I listened to Heart, Dreamboat, Annie, perfect. Some other songs. Really enjoyed the audio experience in this vehicle. So our feeling is still that this is a buy, or you can lease it. Either way, you're gonna win. I do know that the price is negotiable on this given current market conditions, so we're looking at a $59,000 SUV crossover right now with the RX350. You could come in below that a few grand, not feel like you got burnt once you brought it home. Versatility wise, with its rear hatchback, you know, nice big doors and things like that, very, very livable. All right, guys, thank you for watching our redo on the 2025 Lexus RX350. Did it because I've got Teresa in the video. She's our franchise with Piper. And Teresa's super intelligent and always has great perspective. And I'm glad I got her into this for this vehicle, and she was able to drive it a bit and tell you guys what she thinks as well. Thank you for watching. Give us a like or subscribe, that's free. We appreciate all of you. We are on your side. We're glad you're here. Guys, until our next episode, keep doing the best you can do. We're thinking of you, and God bless.